Welcome. This is KCSE 2016, Paper 3, Biology. And let's see what you are supposed to do. In question 1, you are provided with specimen G. Now, specimen G looked like this one. Look like this photograph. Now you are told, cut off the petiole about 1.5 centimeter from the end where the leaf attaches to the stem. Then carefully make several thin cross sections through the piece obtained in A Roman 1 above using a sharp razor blade or the scalpel. Then put the sections obtained in water on a petri dish. Mount the thinnest section on a glass slide and add of iodine solution provided. And then observe the sections using a hand lens, then draw a label diagram of the section observed. Now, as you can see this photograph, you should be able to know which class it is from. This it resembles a bean leaf. Now this is from class Dicotyledon. Now this will help you to draw the specimen you have observed using the hand lens. Now you are required to draw the specimen you have observed. Now the specimen looked like this. In a transverse section, it looked like this. This is a stem, transverse section of a dicotyledonous stem. And then vascular tissues are arranged. Then you are required to name. This is the epidermis. Then this is the cortex. Then here this is the pith, while this one is the vascular tissue. Now you should be able to note that don't specify like you write this is the xylem, this is the phloem, because you cannot able to see using a hand lens which is the xylem or the phloem. Now you write only the vascular tissue. This is a transverse section. Transverse section of the dicoty. Let's see the longitudinal section. You should draw a specimen looking like this. And then here you draw a thin wall, the epidermis, both. Then you draw your vascular tissues. Now this is the epidermis. This is my cortex. This is the vascular tissue of the vascular bundle, while this one is the pith. This is a longitudinal section. Now this is from the dicotyledonous, and from a monocotyledonous. Now you should draw for a transverse section which are scattered. You see, which are scattered, and in longitudinal you draw even here scattered many of these vascular tissue which are scattered. Thank you. B. Account for the following features of specimen G. Now you account why specimen G had extensive network of veins. Now this veins was to enhance the transportation of water and mineral salts. And why was specimen G have a tough leaf blade? This was to minimize the water loss. To minimize water loss, or to enhance support, or prevent leaf from flooding. No, to prevent leaf from folding. Sorry, to prevent leaf from folding. Then strong and extended petiole. This is to offer support, or to provide support. Now you have been told, state with a reason the class of plant from which the specimen was obtained. As you have seen, this is from class Dicotyledonea because has network veins, has the petiole, broad lamina, and etc. Now you should write this from class Dicotyledonea, and then reasons being has broad leaves, has broad laminar leaf, also has net veins, also there is presence of extended petiole, has the petiole, also has the pith, and etc. Then D, you are told, explain why the following procedures were necessary during the preparation of the section for the observations. Now, putting the section in water on a petri dish. Now, this one you should remember, when you put something, you add water. This is to prevent desiccation or dehydration of the cell. Now you should write, this was to prevent desiccation or dehydration of the cell, prevent desiccation. And then using a sharp razor blade or a scalpel. This is to avoid distortion of the cell, to avoid distortion of the cell. Then here, adding iodine solution to the section. This is to make it appear more distinct and clear. This is to appear, or to be more visible, to appear more distinct and clear, or to enhance visibility. Why did we cut iodine section? For easy diffusion of iodine solution, or to allow penetration of light, to allow light to pass through, or for easy diffusion of iodine solution. Question 2. Study the photograph below, and then you are required to answer the questions. Now, as you can observe this photograph, you can see there are two organisms. Now let's go straight to the questions. State the type of the biotic relationship exhibited by the animals shown in the photograph. This, as you can see, this is the predator-prey relationship. Now we should write, this is the predation, because one organism killed the other in order to get food. So you can see this is a lizard and this is a snake. A snake is coiling on the lizard in order to feed on it. You can write predation or the predator-prey relationship. And then you are told, identify which of the two animals, E and F, have the least biomass. Now here you should be able to know biomass decreases from the lowest trophic level to the highest trophic level. Now here, as you can see, the snake has the highest trophic level and the lizard has the lowest trophic level. So biomass will decrease from the lowest to the highest. Therefore, the animal that have least biomass is the snake, which is specimen E or animal E, the snake, because biomass decreases from the lowest to the highest. Now to give reason, you will say animal E has the highest trophic level. Therefore, the biomass will decrease. Animal E having highest trophic level, therefore biomass will decrease from the lowest to the highest trophic level. That's the answer you're required to give. Now here you are told, explain the concept of survival for the fittest in relation to the organisms illustrated in the photograph. Now here, in an ecosystem consisting different organisms, one must have features that adapt to the environment. So you would say organisms that are in the same ecosystem compete on resources. First of all, organisms that are in the same ecosystem, we must compete on resources. When they have compete on resources, the organisms that is well adapted will survive. The organism that is well adapted will do what? Will survive, while the other one will be eliminated. Therefore here, E having more power, it kills F and feeds on it. Now here the key thing you are supposed to say that they must first of all compete on the resources, and the organism that is well adapted will survive while the other one will be eliminated. Therefore, then you say in our photograph, E will have high power to eliminate this one. Then you are told, explain 3 visible survival adaptive features for the organism illustrated in the photograph. You will say E is very long to coil around the prey. You see is, yes, as you can see, the snake is very long to coil in the prey. And then you see both E and F, both animals camouflage to the environment. They camouflage with the environment. So you can see they camouflage with the environment. The environment here is brown and both of them are color is brown. That is to camouflage. And then next, the snake, which is E, has more muscles or more muscular to attack. It is strong, has more muscular to attack the prey. Lastly, the photograph below illustrates a procedure carried out to study gaseous exchange structure in a certain organism. Now as you can see, this is a fish and this is a pair of concepts. This is a board. Then we are told, identify two dissecting tools being used in the procedure illustrated. This is the pair of concept. This is a pair of forceps. Spelling mistake. And then there is a dissecting board. These are the two dissecting board. So the tools used. As you can see, this is a fish. Name the class of the animal used. It's from class species. Then state any two visible characteristics from the photograph to support your answer. There is presence of scales, presence of gills, presence of fins, and etc. Then you are told, name the part of the organism labeled H and state its function. H is here. Now this is the operculum. Then the function of the operculum is to protect the delicate gill filament from the mechanical injury. You can say from mechanical injury. Also, this operculum opens and closes to facilitate inspiration. Another function, it opens and closes to facilitate inspiration and expiration. This is inhalation, exhalation, and expiration. Then D, you are told, draw the gaseous exchange structure under the study on it. Label the site for gaseous exchange. Now read the question carefully. Draw the gaseous exchange structure under the study on it, and then you label the site for gaseous exchange. You only label the site for gaseous exchange, that is the gill filament. Now we draw our structure. Start our gill bar. So our gill bar, then our gill filaments, should be able to draw a nice diagram than mine in order to score good marks. These are the gill filaments. Those are the gill filaments. Then here I have my gill rakers, the teeth-like structures. Yes, this is my gill rakers. Now you have been told label only the site for gaseous exchange. Now you label gill filaments. See, I have pointed to, therefore should write gill filaments. Then how is the part labeled in D Roman 1 adapted for efficient gaseous exchange? Now here you are being asked how gill filament is adapted for gaseous exchange. Here you are being asked the characteristics of respiratory surfaces. Now the first one, it is moist. Now the gill filament is moist in order to dissolve the respiratory gases. Yeah, it is moist. The other one, highly vascularized in order to maintain a steep concentration gradient, and then you can say they are numerous, or they are many. They are numerous to provide large surface area, a large surface area for gaseous exchange, for gaseous exchange. Yeah, that's what you are required in 2016 to get all the marks. Now, thank you. And then I want to remind our viewers to subscribe and then share to your friends in order to gain more knowledge. Continue viewing our videos and God bless you.